Good morning, it's Monday and I'm getting things ready. I'm trying to be quick because I have to be out in the cafeteria in like 2 minutes ago. So I'm just doing my solid room numbers and then I'm going to put them up and then I'm going to go to the cafeteria. Today's schedule is going to be pretty similar to what I've been doing last week just because it's been working and that's what they like doing, so why not? So I think I'm done setting up, or at least for the most part. So I'm going to go to the cafeteria now and start doing some things there. I'll see you guys in a little bit. So it is the end of my workday for summer school, and I'm about to go to my second job. It is so incredibly hot outside, it's not even funny. It's about, my car says it's 114 degrees, and I hate when it's this hot. So I'm going to turn on the air, sorry if you can hear it, but there's no way I can talk in my car without it being on. So anyway, today went pretty well. We did basically the same thing we've been doing for the last week, and the kids still love it, so that's why I keep doing it. Just changing up the problems a little bit or stuff like that. Today I had a little girl that hadn't been here for the past 2 weeks but showed up today, and that was a little bit, I don't know, not annoying, but it just kind of sucked having to get everything ready that I had gotten everyone else ready for summer school, if that makes sense. So our book study, we all had been working on it and it's ready to go, but she didn't have one, so I had to get that ready and explain to her like everything that we've been doing. She also wanted to join cheerleading, but we've been practicing the routine for 2 weeks now and our performance is on Thursday, so there's no way she's going to learn the whole thing in just 2 days because we don't have practice on Wednesday because I'm not going to be there. So yeah, I felt bad saying no to her, but at the same time I knew it wasn't going to be okay. Well, the lighting here is horrible. I am back at my apartment and I changed my shirt just so I wouldn't have to be covering up the little logo of where I work so much because that was a pain in the butt to do. But yeah, I am home now. I got out of work kind of later. I think I got out of work like about 45 minutes later than I usually do, which is fine. And then I went to Party City because I had to buy 3 megaphones for my mic boys. Because I do have 3 little boys in cheerleading, so of course they don't get hair bows, but they get megaphones. So I went to Party City for that after work, and then I also went to Walmart to buy spray paint because I couldn't find the megaphones in the color that I wanted. The bows are going to be white and mint, so I kind of wanted the megaphones to be mint. I bought white ones and I was thinking about just leaving them like that, but I don't really like how they looked, so I just finished spray painting them. So now I'm going to wait before I add another coat. But then again, I also wanted to spray paint them anyway because I wanted to test out spray paint on on plastic, because this weekend I bought a ton of book bins for my classroom library. So I'll show it to you right now, but they're basically primary colors and I'm not a huge fan of it. Maybe I'll keep them that way, maybe I won't, but I'm pretty sure I won't. So I wanted to spray paint them. So I wanted to spray paint them, but I didn't want to ruin them, so that's why I'm kind of testing out spray painting the megaphone, see how that turns out before I even start or think about spray painting my book bins. So let me show you them right now. And again, I apologize for the lighting in my apartment and the AC. The AC is going because it's still super hot here. I think it's about like 110 degrees. So yeah. Also, my apartment's a huge mess. So these are the book bins, and also I got those things right here. Those are lap desks. I got those off of Michael's a few weeks ago. They were only like $7 each, and then I got a coupon and stuff like that. So they were actually a pretty good deal. So these are the book bins. They have a label in the front, and they come in a set of 5, again primary colors, and they were only $9.99 or $9.97 or something like that, which is a really good deal because I've seen them on Lakeshore Learning or something like that for like 5 for $25, which is not something I would want to pay, but they're really good size. They're pretty big, and I'm really happy with them. I think I might buy a few more sets, maybe a couple more. I did buy 5, so I'm really excited about these. So I actually have a lot to do tonight. I have a little bit of planning to do for tomorrow for summer school. Then I have a ton to do for cheerleading. I decided to make shirts for my cheerleaders, because 2 years ago I made shirts, but I try to be cheap and I tried to kind of paint on the logo with puffy paint, and that took forever. So this year I just bought like iron-on paper, and I'm just going to print out the logo in the sheet of paper, and I'm going to try to fit as many logos as I can on one sheet so I don't have to waste a lot of it. And yeah, so I'm going to do those for the shirts that I have so far. I have to make a few bows, and I don't really know what else I have to do, but yeah, let's start with that. So much for saving iron-on paper. I already printed 2 and I messed up. I totally forgot that you're supposed to flip the image, because otherwise it'll be backwards. This is so frustrating because I knew this. I've done this like at least 5 times. I guess teacher brain got to me. That means I'm gonna have to buy a new shirt for this little girl. Oh well. Good morning. I forgot to put in my memory card in my camera, so the quality is going to change a little bit. I'm filming with my phone. I just got to work and I'm going to set up things right now. So I'm picking out the book that we're going to read today. We're going to read The Pout Pout Fish. I've never read this book before, but I'm sure it's good. I don't know. A lot of the books I have here I haven't read, or I hadn't read until summer school, because I had gotten them as an anniversary present for my boyfriend. He got me like 30 books, so it's good to kind of just read them now so I know which ones I want to read in the fall when I have my own classroom. So right now I'm going to set up a few things, because yesterday I didn't get around to it at home because I was so tired. So I'm going to set up what I call unlock. Okay, so here's what I do. I have these locks printed out, and I'm just going to write my students' names on the corners. So I'll have about 6 locks per student, and then I'll look at my sight words. These are for first grade because they are going into first grade, and I'll write 1 word in each lock. So this time around I'm going to make sure that each student has a buddy that has the same sight words as them. So after they unlock all the sight words, they're going to find who has the same sight words as them. So I have them all ready. So I have my Solve the Room, Modified, and my Unlock sight words, which also, by the way, I wrote the sight words with white crayon, so we'll just color over it with marker, and it will just reveal what sight word we have. So now it's time to put them up again. Good morning. Today I did bring my memory card, but I didn't charge my camera. So I'm filming with my phone again. Today's going to be a pretty easy day because I am leaving right after lunch to go to my new higher orientation at the school that I will be working at next fall. So I'm really excited. And again, things are going to be pretty similar. I'm kind of tired because I helped my brother move into my apartment last night, and I didn't get to bed until like 12:30, so I'm kind of tired, but it is what it is. So I am out of work. It's 11:39, so I'm out pretty earlier than usual. And today, I just wasn't really feeling it. I guess I started off the day like wrong or on the bad foot, so that kind of affected my mood, kind of like last week. So I've mentioned that I do have a 3-year-old in my classroom. So my classroom is mostly 6 and 7-year-olds, so they're going to be in first grade. So I didn't know she was 3. I thought she was 4 because she is going to be in preschool next year. But she's 3. So literally my kids are twice her age, and she's just kind of hard to deal with, I'm not gonna lie. And today she was running around the cafeteria, screaming and yelling, and someone had already asked her to stop and she wouldn't. So then I went up to her and asked her to stop, and of course, after I told her that, she wanted to go with her grandma. Her grandma is my boss. So I was just frustrated because I don't know how to deal with it. I feel like I'm babysitting her, and I don't want to feel that way. Yeah, like, I just don't know what to do, but I'm just sucking it up because tomorrow's the last day. But yeah, I was very frustrated, and I was kind of like telling one of my coworkers what had just happened because she was the one that had told the little girl to stop screaming in the first place. So we were talking, and then my boss was like, "What's happening?" And I was like, nothing, I guess. Just that she was yelling and screaming, and I decided to separate her from the other little girl that she was screaming and running away from. So I could tell that she was a little bit annoyed with me, but at the same time, like, I'm a teacher, I'm not a babysitter. Like, again, tomorrow's the last day, it'll be okay. I'm gonna start heading to my new hire orientation, and I'll talk to you guys later. So I had put the address of the district office in my phone, but the district that I'm at has schools like super close together. So they have the primary and then the intermediate and the high school and the middle school, like all in the same area. And they basically all share the same address almost. So it's taking me to my school, and I don't really know where this district office is. So I'm gonna wait in the parking lot of my school for a friend of mine that got hired at the intermediate school. So we both have new hire orientation. So I'm gonna wait for her, and hopefully we can find the district office together because she doesn't know where it is either. Story of my life. Thank God I'm super early. I'm like half an hour early. Like I can't even, I'm shaking. No, I don't think this is happening. Yay! Yay! And then she did leave up when I, yay, it's so
That's awesome.
So it's the last day of summer school. I'm wearing the same shirt that all my cheerleaders are wearing. And I'm also gonna wear the same bow that they're wearing. I'm saying a lot, I'm so sorry. But I'm a little bit sad. This is gonna be my very last day here. My boss already came to talk to me about how, I mean, she's super supportive and she's super excited about me having my own classroom. And she was telling me that anything I need, just let her know that she'll come and do it for me in my classroom. Whatever I need, like books or anything, she'll be more than willing to help me out. So it's super nice. Today's schedule is going to be super lenient. We don't have any academics planned out today because it's just going to be a fun day. So we're going to have the university's nutrition program come here and just do games with the kids, and we're going to have our cheer performance, which I'm super excited about. Finally, my 2 kids that had been missing like the last couple of days that I was frustrated about, they're here now, so I'm happy about that. And then after that, I think the fire department's going to come and spray the kids down. So right now, while we're waiting for the kids to all show up, sorry, I have to sneeze. We are just watching movies in the classroom next door because my smartboard actually got taken out. So my computer is not connected, and my smartboard, or actually it's not a smartboard, it's just like a projector, it got taken out. So they're watching a movie next door. They're actually watching Moana. Moana's finally on Netflix. I love Moana. As you saw from a few clips ago, I got the keys to my classroom, and I'm so excited. I was a little bit worried that I wasn't going to get them yesterday because I am teaching kindergarten and I have an elementary education degree. And in Arizona, it covers 1st grade through 8th grade. It does not cover kindergarten. So when I got hired, they told me that I would have to get my early childhood endorsement, which was fine with me. But I have my test scheduled for July 8th. It is June 22nd right now, June 21st yesterday. And I was told that if I didn't have my endorsement, it'd be fine. I would just get like a long-term subcontract for yesterday, but I guess HR didn't know about that, so I wasn't able to sign a contract. So HR kind of urged me to take my test sooner, so the sooner I can reschedule it for is July 5th, so I did that. But I'm scared that I won't pass it because I don't think I'm ready for it. So my principal was completely understanding. She's super nice. She told me that if I don't pass my test on July 5th, it's fine. They'll just give me an end-of-year contract, which technically means that they would just have to rehire me for the next school year. So my position will be posted as an end-of-year teacher, and it's more protocol than anything, so that she would just rehire me on the spot because I'm part of the family, as she said. The end-of-year contract is the same as the first-year teacher contract, so the benefits are the same, salary is the same. So it just kind of ends up working out, and I feel like that's the easiest way to go about it. She also said that I would get that. If I don't pass my test, I would get that contract. And if I pass my test, let's say in August, they would just change my contract to like an actual teacher contract. So yeah, when I was in orientation, it was just kind of surreal to me. Luckily, I had a friend with me. She was the one that was recording me. We're both the same age. We just graduated. We went to school together. And just filling out all these forms was so overwhelming. Trying to figure out what health insurance plan to get. Filling out my W-4 was kind of confusing too. I kind of felt like those were grown-up things to do and I wasn't supposed to be there, but then again, I am a grown-up, so I am. It was just kind of surreal. But definitely the best part of yesterday was getting the keys to my classroom and getting to see it and knowing that it's my classroom, because I had seen it before, but the other teacher was in there, so it didn't feel like my classroom. But now that everything is gone, it feels like my classroom. And it's like a blank slate for me to make it my own. And I'm really excited. So I need to start putting things away. So things that belong to me, I'm going to put in one pile, maybe take them to my car right now, maybe not. Things that belong to the program I work for, I'm going to go in the cabinet. And I'm also going to try to tidy up so the classroom is not a huge mess for when the teacher that actually teaches in this classroom comes back. So this is my pile of stuff. I just have a few containers, some sheets that are laminated, colored cups, my books, and fly swatters. It's not too much, so that's good. So the day's almost over. I'm taking a quick little break to put some things back into the classroom, and today has been kind of crazy. So we had, like I said, we had the university's nutrition program come out here, and they played a few games with the kids and they talked about nutrition. But for my little ones and first graders, all the information was going over their head. So the girl was asking them, what are the food groups? And they'd be like, bananas. And it's like, yeah, but what kind of group is that in? And they couldn't comprehend that. So she was trying to tell them. So she was also asking them, give me an example of a protein. And they'd be like, a what? So they couldn't understand, so that was a little bit interesting. And it was also hard to get through because a lot of them were not paying attention because they couldn't understand what they were talking about. Right after that, we had our cheer performance and it went really well. We had a really good turnout. A lot of parents showed up for it and it was super cute. I was really proud of them. They did it twice just in case a parent didn't record it or something like that. They had another chance to do so. After that, we had lunch, and we are partnered with a nonprofit that provides breakfast and lunch to our kids for free. So we had sent out a flyer that if they wanted to join us for lunch, they could. So whoever stayed did get free lunch. So it was just a half a sandwich and a fruit and milk. We also had the fire department come and hose down the kids. They'd point the hose up and the water would fall down, and the kids love that. We've been doing that every single year for summer school. After that, we had slushies, and we didn't have enough, unfortunately. I feel like it's common sense for parents to wait to get slushies until all the kids are served, and then if there's extra, then of course you can get some, but that wasn't the case today. And there was a few of our kids that did not get slushies because of that, and I felt really bad for them. Then we also had ice cream for the kids that had over 90% on dojo, so it was basically the whole kids that participated in the program, which was cool. But I don't know about you guys. Do you know where my bag is? Nope. It's not in there. I left it in there. Look again. I looked again. I left it right on my desk, and I looked right on my desk. What color was it? Is it in your sister's classroom, maybe? Go check. So I was saying, I don't know about you guys if you ever deal with stuff like this, but whenever we are able to provide food or any type of snack, we always, one way or another, get attitude from a parent that is not happy or they want more and we can't provide more. Nope. Nope? Nope. In the cafeteria. Actually, no, it's not in there. Ask Miss Mimi. Alright. I don't know where to put it. Jackson was in there. Ask Miss Mimi. She maybe knows. So, like I was saying, I don't know if this is the same at other places, but whenever we get a chance to provide free food or something for an event, of course we have limited quantities, so we can't get seconds or thirds to everybody, or we can't really do it at all. But sometimes we get attitude from parents when we can't do so. And it's but you're getting this for free and you're still complaining. It just blows my mind how rude people are. And that kind of happened today. I was serving the slushies and but it's my last day here, so I don't have to deal with that. That's what I kept telling myself, because this one grown-up was very rude, but I just kind of let it go because I'm you know what? I'm not gonna deal with that person anymore, so it's fine. So it's been a little while since I've been home from my second job. It is now 8 o'clock. I got home at around 6:30, 6:45. So I've just been kind of editing the vlog so I can just put it up on Saturday. But I just wanted to come on here and just kind of end the vlog because I didn't really end the vlog last time. So I don't think I'm going to vlog tomorrow, which is Friday, because I do work at the daycare all day. So I don't think there's really a need for that. It's not like I can anyway. So my summer school day ended and it just felt really weird knowing that I'm not going to go back. I know I've said this a lot of times already. I probably have. But I just can't believe it's over. I've been there for 3 years and it's the job that I've had the longest ever. I wasn't there consistently like for the 3 years. I was there for a full year my first year, and then my second year I was there for a month, and then I had to leave because of school, and then I came back with a more flexible schedule. I'm very, very, very grateful for that job because, like I've said in my last vlog, or maybe even this one, I don't even know, they really helped me get so many great opportunities. Not only professional wise, but I also got like scholarships because of them. Like I put in my references and stuff like that. So it was just a great experience. I am a little bit sad that I'm not gonna work there, but I am happy with my decision. Ever since I started working there, I always pictured myself working at that school after I graduated. I pictured myself working there as a teacher, but it didn't end up working out that way. I think it was up until, I don't think it was until like maybe January of this year that I was like, you know what, maybe this is not the best for me. I decided that because I was talking to the best teacher I ever had. The best teacher I ever had was my English teacher freshman year and senior year. I don't even know how to describe her. She was amazing. So I was talking to her and she was asking me about my student teaching and where I plan to teach. And at the time I wanted to student teach at the school that I worked at because it just kind of made sense in my head. You know, I had been there for a while. I kind of know the kids. I love the teachers. And she suggested that I didn't do that because I was already so comfortable in that I probably wouldn't grow as much as a teacher as I would have in another school. So things ended up working out that way. I ended up student teaching at another school, which will be a whole nother video. And I guess getting that distance from that school that I worked at just really made me grow. And I decided that if I wanted to grow as an educator and become a better teacher, I needed to go somewhere where it's not familiar, where I can grow a little bit more. Not that I wouldn't grow as a teacher there, but I just feel like I kind of needed to start over somewhere where I would go in and be a teacher and not somewhere where I'd go in and be like, oh, she used to be the after school person, now she's a teacher. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense in my head. So yeah, and the reason I'm talking about this is because as I was leaving work, I said bye to all my coworkers and I said thank you for everything. And one of my coworkers for summer school is one of my best friends. She's a second grade teacher at that school, and she actually had to step out of the room because she was getting emotional. I'm not the type of person to get emotional. I didn't cry my high school graduation. All my friends did. So I think I can hold my own pretty well, especially when it comes to situations like that where people are like leaving and then crying. I don't usually cry. So it just made me realize how we would always talk about teaching at the same school, but now we're not. I don't even know if this makes sense at all, but I just kind of wanted to sit here and talk about that a little bit, just for me, I guess, just to kind of get it out there and make me feel better. So yeah, that is it for today's vlog, or actually this week's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's like super long, and I will see you guys in my next vlog. I don't know what my next vlog will be about since I'm not teaching summer school anymore, but maybe just getting things ready, because I think starting next week is when I can go into my classroom, or start going into my classroom and setting things up. So we'll see what kind of videos I'll put out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to me already, please do so. I'm going to put out videos at least once a week, if not more, and of course it will be education related. So if you're interested in that, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!